everybody. Shall we have a beer? Shall we have a Black Sheep IPA? I only saw this recently, I've not seen it before. It's a bold Yorkshire IPA full of fresh, juicy hop character. 5.1% by volume. So let's crack it open. Paul Theakston, the Black Sheep Brewery, if I get this right, was set up by Paul Theakston when he parted from the famous Theakston's Brewery. Right, golden colour, white head. Smells a bit malty, doesn't smell like a very heavily hopped IPA. Oh, it is though, it's nice and bitter. It is very malty. And the bitterness cuts through and lasts. That's a good one, that. Excuse me, I got moustache in my mouth. Black Sheep IPA. Very nice. A couple of things to talk to you about. First one is a couple of music videos I've been enjoying very much this week. A lot of you will know I like a cover version, especially when they're done in a style that's different from the original. So there's a couple of links in the box below. We've got a cover of Don't Stop Believing by Journey and a cover of Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. And they're both Bluegrass. Very nice. Next thing I want to talk to you about. I had another comment that amused me this week on one of my videos. I think it was on the case back pocket, the green and white big folder. We've got a comment here. It's from a gentleman called Plate Dude 1. And the thing with this video was, at the time I was struggling a bit with hay fever, and you could tell just from listening to it. And this has apparently upset Mr. Plate Dude 1. So he starts his comment like this: "Stop sniffing." Not sure what the point of telling me to stop sniffing is. It's a recording. Then he goes on. "Allergies or entitlement issues being triggered." Well, yeah, hay fever is an allergy. Not sure what you mean by entitlement issues being triggered. Sounds like some wanky psychology nonsense from one of them self-help books. Then he carries on. "Sheesh. Cool review, but seriously." So at least he liked the review. The content. It's just my lack of composure that upset him. Then he carries on with a little more sarcasm. "Sniff, sniff, sniff. This knife is quite a cracker. Sniff, sniff." So, I thought I'd go over to Plate Dude 1's channel and see how videos should be made. And sure enough, he has got some content up there. The oldest video has been up there for 4 years. And you know what else I saw on his channel? This. "4 years, 1 subscriber." Ooh. Anyway, that's enough of that nonsense. The main purpose of today's video, we're going to have a closer look at a Barlow knife that was part of an amazing gift package I received recently from 40 Below Full. So if we reconvene at the desk, and we'll have a look at this cracking little traditional pocket knife. Okay, so why do I think this old Barlow knife deserves a second look? Well, two reasons. First of all, I really like it. And secondly, I think that although it's quite old and it's been well used, got a few scars along the way, it's fundamentally a very good knife. We'll just deal with the specs first. Fairly standard size for a Barlow. 3 and 7/16. Is that? Yeah, 3 and 7/16. No, you fool. 3 and 3/8 long, about 85mm. Main blade 2.5 overall, about 63mm. Cutting edge 2 1/4, about 57. Small blade, inch and 3/4 overall, about 45. Cutting edge of 1.5 inches, about 38. So fairly standard size for a Barlow. There we have a side by side with the Victorinox Spartan. So it's a good size for a pocket knife, and it's UK legal because both blades are slip joints. It's all fairly traditional as far as a Barlow is concerned. Two steel back springs, and we've got brass liners and a brass centre spacer. 2 brass pins and the Remington name on the badge there. Plain steel bolsters. These are quite scuffed, but I suspect they were probably a brushed finish when they were new. And the scales, we've got this lovely green dyed saw cut bone. The way it's been dyed is the green hasn't penetrated completely, so underneath the surface you can see that it's a greenish yellow colour. So where it's been shaped, you get this extra detailing, which I think looks really nice. We've got a half stop on both blades, and on the tang stamp there you can see Remington made in the USA, and on the other side what I'm taking to be the model number 9505. Big fan of half stops, I like that. The blade, there's no play side to side in the main blade. There is a little bit of give up and down, and what I think that is over the years the corners on the tang have worn a bit, so it's not as fierce against the spring. Small blade, half stop again, no tang stamps, and again no blade play side to side, and much firmer back spring, and the corners on the tang there seem to be a bit more crisp. The fit and finish is lovely. Everything's properly flush, everything's nicely finished, the pins are domed and raised, the badge is set flush. It's just, overall, it's a lovely thing. Showing its age, as I say, but there's nothing wrong with that. I think we need to do a bit of work on the blades, on the edges. Try the little blade. So we've got some dull spots there. I've given the larger blade a little tickle, but I don't think we're finished yet. So nice and sharp for most of the length, but there's a couple of dull spots, one near the heel and one along the belly somewhere. So I will come back to that and do a bit more work on that, because this one I think is an absolute cracker. I do like green, my favourite colour, and the yellow highlight sets it off lovely. Still got a nice snap to it on the big blade and on the little blade. So all in all, that is a lovely traditional 2-blade Barlow knife. We'll show you some close-ups and you can decide whether you like it as much as I do. Thanks for watching.